Oh, hey guys, and judging by the music and the theme that I was playing, yes, this video is about Leo Kruger, and this is another superstar spotlight on Leo Kruger. And in this video, I'll be showing you his highlights of his career in WWE and my thoughts on him personally. Let's just get straight into that. My personal thoughts on Kruger. I liked this guy for his wrestling at first when he first came in FCW because I thought he was a smooth, technical wrestler, a ground and pound kind of wrestler. And always liked the Kruger for that. And always had good in-ring presence and good chemistry with guys like Bo Dallas, Damian Sandow, you know, guys like that he came up with in the ranks. Good chemistry with those guys and had great matches with those guys. But yeah, my thing is this guy's 34 years old. WWE's wasted this guy. This guy, in my opinion, like in developmental, but for a good cause though, because had they would have, in my opinion, put him in there as the African American, the anti-American heel, like they had him with before, I don't think that would have worked. So I think them definitely repackage him as this South African poacher, big game hunter type gimmick really did help, and that helped me love Kruger even more. So let's get straight into the stats. Leo Kruger, his real name is Ray Lapon. I hope I pronounced that right. His date of birth, July 20th, 1979. Like a whole 18 years before I was born. He's 34 years old. He's from Johannesburg, South Africa, which is legit. He's 6'1" and 220 pounds, and he was trained by Paul Lloyd Sr. and the FCW training system. And his professional wrestling debut was in 1998. He made his debut with the WWE/FCW program in 2010, losing to Kurt Hawkins. And Leo Kruger, the name, is a tribute to Paul Kruger, a former president of South Africa and a relative of Leo Kruger's. May 2010 sparked a rivalry between Leo Kruger and Justin Gabriel in America, which had some really good matches. I do believe the FCW Championship was on the line in one of those matches. And just matches, Leo Kruger and Justin Gabriel's feud, even now to today, they had a feud in between February and March. And really good matches and stuff like that. These two got so much good chemistry, it doesn't even make any sense. I think if anybody would say who's got deep chemistry, I think people would literally have to say Justin Gabriel and Leo Kruger, just because they both come up in the same country and they train together. Hell, Justin Gabriel's father is his trainer, and so I mean, just Leo Kruger and Justin Gabriel's chemistry is so damn good. But anyways, September 23rd, 2010, during a match with Bo Rotunda, who's now Bo Dallas, as we all know, Kruger broke his neck. Couldn't feel anything in his arm or his whole entire body, and they found out later that he broke his neck, but he would later recover. A year later, how ironic is this? Bo Rotunda took and split his kidney in the middle of a match and had to relinquish the FCW World Title. And Kruger was inserted into the tournament to determine who would be the next FCW Florida Heavyweight Champion. He defeated Percy Watson in a qualifier, kind of, and defeated Husky Harris, Damian Sandow, and Dean Ambrose, who are now big three names in WWE, and Kruger's not, for the FCW Florida Heavyweight Championship. Kruger would go on to defeat the likes of Husky Harris, Richie Steamboat, Damian Sandow, Seth Rollins, and other challengers and contenders for the FCW Championship and FCW Championship matches, I should say. Until he met Mike Dalton in February of 2012. On February 2nd, 2012's episode of FCW, Mike Dalton defeated Leo Kruger for the FCW Florida Heavyweight Championship with the help of Road Dogg, Jesse James, who he had a mini feud with at the time. And 3 weeks later, Kruger regained the FCW Florida Heavyweight Championship by defeating Mike Dalton, only to lose it in the same night to Seth Rollins. And that would be like the end of Leo Kruger's run in FCW as SCW became NXT. And on his debut episode, which was in some point in July, Kruger debuted as the anti-American South African Leo the Stud, Leo the Lion kind of character, and squashed it in English with a sleeper hold. And the last episode we would see Leo Kruger portray this gimmick was when he lost to Richie Steamboat in the first round, I do believe first round of the NXT Championship tournament. September 2012, he embraced a new character, the South African Poacher gimmick, Big Game Hunter, where he's deranged. He obviously, according to Justin Gabriel later on, he suffered post-traumatic distress from being in the South African army. So that explains why he's so deranged and crazy and stuff like that. And December 2012, well, after months of squashing jobbers like Aiden English, Baron Corbin, Xavier Woods, who's not a jobber, but Dante Dash, guys like that, he formed an alliance with Cassius Ohno in December 2012 to feud with the likes of Tyson Kidd, Justin Gabriel, William Regal, etc. And this alliance went through the NXT Tag Team Title Tournament, in which they beat Derek Bateman and Alex Riley in a tag team match, and they lost to Adrian Neville and Oliver Gray in the next round. And after months of being off, and storyline wise, they said that he was in South Africa. Leo Kruger returns to kill Dante Dash with the GC3 and turned his attention to Bo Dallas in the NXT Championship. Leo Kruger began to attack Bo Dallas numerous times and solidified himself as a number one contender for the championship by defeating Antonio Cesaro and Sami Zayn. On August 7th edition of NXT, Kruger was defeated by Bo Dallas in what I thought was one of the best NXT championship matches by date. And just because the crowd was behind Kruger, the crowd was booing the hell out of Bo Dallas, and Kruger actually felt like something here. I felt like in Leo Kruger's whole entire career in the WWE, he's never been cheered for or cared for, because, I mean, if you look on the roster of NXT or developmental, people's first choice would always have been, like, I don't know, maybe Bray Wyatt at the time, Antonio Cesaro, guys like that when they were all together in NXT FCW. Kruger wasn't the first choice, but now look at him being heavily cheered and cared about here. It's special. So, yeah, Kruger, I want to know what they're going to do with Kruger next. Hopefully he gets another shot at Dallas and beats him eventually, hopefully. His finishing moves are GC3, submission. It's Nigel McGuinness' old move, his old submission move. Kruger's in is that move, same move Curtis Axel uses now, and the slice is a lariat. And the championships he's won is the FCW Florida Heavyweight Championship, and he's won it twice. And his theme song is Let It Go by Extreme Music, which was playing in the beginning of the video. So yeah, those are stats and highlights of Leo Kruger's career and my thoughts about him. Like I said, fantastic gimmick, fantastic character, and I would love to thank Rob Naylor, Dusty Rhodes, whoever wrote this Leo Kruger South African Poacher gimmick. I would love to thank them a tons. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this video, and let me know who you want me to do next, and I'll do them next. But yeah, this is Large of another video, and peace out, baby.